Hi everyone, in this short video I'm just going to show you how to make a tassel. So for this one I've used this hardware from Emmaline bags. You can also turn it into a zip if you want to. They sell these little zip heads that just have a ring on them. So it's quite handy if you just want to turn it into a zip. But what I'm going to show you today is just really quickly how to make this tassel. So you can see that I've made mine from cork. So first of all you're going to need a 4" by 4" piece of cork, but you can use vinyl as well, that would work fine. You're going to need some scissors, a bit of double-sided tape or glue, an awl or a stiletto or something like that that you can pierce a hole with, a rotary cutter, and of course your hardware. So what I'm going to use is this template that I've got from Kallosphere. So you don't have to use a template, you could just measure this out. What we're going to do is we're going to cut a line every 1/4 inch. So for this template it's really handy because I just line it up. It's got a line for where to go with the rotary cutter and where the rotary cutter is going to stop. So what you want is for the top 1/4 inch to not be cut. Now if you're using a rotary cutter like me, it's not going to reach the top 1/4 inch. So you just line it up with the top line and line it up along the edges. And then you just run your rotary cutter up each little slot. So what you'll be left with is tassels that are 1/4 inch apart. Now if you also want to do 1/8 inch, then you just need to line up the dashed lines with the side and cut through all of them again, and it will create an 1/8 inch tassel instead. But I quite like it at 1/4 inch. So you'll see at the top we've got this little section that remains uncut. So just turn that over, and you want to get a little bit of double-sided tape. And you're just going to put that along the top. Okay, so you're going to roll this in nice and tight and just make sure that the top is level. You can actually do this without the tape, but just helps keep it in place. Grab your tassel cap and squeeze that in. Make sure it's in there nice and snug. And now you'll see this hole where the screw is going to go through. So you need to push your awl through there. And you should see it pop out the other side. And then you know that it's made it all the way through. Grab your screw and just put it in a little way there. There we go. Now just be careful not to tear up the screw when you're doing it, because it's tough. But there you go, you've got yourself a finished tassel. So what I like to use them on is on my bags. You can just clip them onto your D-rings, and that just gives it like a nice little extra touch to sort of personalize it and show that it's handmade. But of course, yeah, you can add it onto a zip as well, and you can use it as the zip pull. That looks really good, especially on bigger bags. And if you want to, you can make the tassel longer, or you can make it shorter, or anything like that. So the tassel guide that I've got, you can see it goes wider and longer for if you've got a different, maybe a different cap or something like that. The 4 inches wide is perfect for those Emmaline hardware tassels. And I think in the US and places like that, Tops and Bobbins sell a very, very similar thing to this. So you can just have a look around, but I'll put the link for everything in the video description.